Hi, welcome back to Coding for Kids. And today I'm going to be showing you how to make a guessing game that basically is just like you guess something and then it tells you whether you're high or low or whether you're right. And what functions this teaches is going to be while true loops, import loops, and converting strings and integrators. So let's just get started. So for starters, you're going to need to do our 3 imports that basically we're just going to use in every video. So import random, import time, and from term color, import colored cprint. You don't need from term color, import colored cprint, but what that does is allow you to keep the text away from white. And you don't really need it, but it's fun to use. It just makes it look nicer. Suppose you don't really need time either. But so let's get started. So for starters, we need to identify what our number that we need to guess is going to be. So we're just going to do num guess num. And then we're going to identify that equals to random dot randint, and then 1 space 100. So that's our first line, boom. And then we're going to need to identify p guess num, and then this just has to be a random number. Okay. Actually, it does have to be a number though, so we're just gonna do it does have to be over 100 or under 100, because if this starts on 100, the whole thing, if this starts on the correct number, obviously there's a 1 in 100, there's a 1% chance that this happens. And you just just do like 200, I guess. So after that, we're going to just start printing stuff. So for starters, C print, and then this is just going to be a message. Hi, welcome to the guessing game. And this you can botch. You just got to say, you just got to tell them to pick a number between 1 and 100. Between 1 and 100. And then and then after cprint command, you're going to do comma, this, and then your color, which I'm just going to do green because I like green. And then time, this just makes it look nice, time.sleep. Time.sleep 2, I guess. Nah, 2's too long. We'll do 1. And then, so this is the important part. While not guess num equals guess num equal p guess num, and then this is creating a loop that will go until guess num until guess num. Wait, no, there can't be a not. I messed that up. Oh wait, no, there has to be a not. Wow, I am on fire today. And then, so this is just going to be a lot of coding right here, so I'm just going to pause the video for a second and do all this. I just wanted to come back for a second to point one thing out, because this is a bit confusing. Right here, you're going to have to put an if, and then an int, p guess num, because that converts it to an integrator. I will talk about that later. Bye again. One more thing I'd like to point out is that when you're doing inputs. If you want to color it, which you should, you cannot use cprint, obviously. So you're going to want to do colored, and then put another parenthesis at the end, and then that basically defines this as a cprint. So just wanted to tell you that. So I said I would talk to you about this, and here I am. So the difference between strings and integrators. Now this is really confusing. Basically, a string is anything that has words. That's kind of confusing. So an input is a string. The thing that you stick into prints, this right here is a string. But so if you want to convert a string to an integrator, so even if I put a number into an input, it still thinks it's a string. So if I want to convert a string to an integrator, now this will only work if the string is a number, obviously. But so it just can't convert to an integrator if it's not a number. But so basically, if I want to convert it to a integrator, I just have to use the int command before it. So see how I did int and then in parentheses pguessnum? That's really it. It's just confusing why it exists, but I'm going to run one final test and then explain it all to you. Okay, so here I am again, going to explain all this code. What I recommend doing is just pausing the video here to copy this all down, but I'm also going to be going over it, but that's some pretty quick typing. So we have our imports, and I decided to create a variable called go, so you're going to have to do go equals 1 at the beginning. There, just bear with me. So this while loop is now triggered by go. So as long as go equals 1, this will keep going forever, essentially. And then we've got this up here. But so first it's going to ask you to guess here. And then pguessnum, which is what you guess, is going to be set to whatever you guess. And then it says if pguessnum is larger than guessnum, remember your integrator command. This is fast talking, I get it. But if pguessnum is greater than pguessnum, that means that your guess is too big, so it prints that. But after that, we use the elif command, which is an else and an if. And an else is where, so if you use an if, but then you want something to happen if the if is not true, then you use the else, because otherwise it will do both. So basically, an elif is an else and an if just combined. It's useful just because it's easier. So elif integrator, if elif it's too small, remember the integrator command, that means it's going to print oops too small in red. But else, which means if it's either, it's going to print you did it in green, but at the same time set this command go to 0, which means go no longer equals 1. So basically once this happens, it will skip over the if and the else and go back to the start. If this isn't true, it will skip this too and go back to the start here. Same with the last two. So this is just an else at the end, but this also sets go to 0, which means go is not 1. So while go is 1 is no longer true, so it just skips it and there's no more code after it. So that means that it just is done and you did it. So I'm just gonna run it to show you guys. Hi, welcome. Oh god, I misspelled welcome. Scary. Hi, welcome to the guessing game. Pick a number between 1 and 100. Guess here. And then I'm gonna go with 50. So it's too big, which means it's going to be smaller than 50. So 40. Too small, so it's between 40 and 50. 45. 46. Wait, no. 44, 43, 40, not 4, 42. So I got it. Yay! I'm so good at guessing. Yippee-ki-yay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just pause the video here to see this code. And I'm working on something big for you guys. And that's going to be coming up very soon. But I am going to see you guys later. If you enjoyed the video, check out my other ones. And please subscribe. It's just what the big YouTubers do, so I do it too. And yeah, bye-bye.